Hey everyone, and welcome back to Whizbits Random Gaming. And this week we're going to start a gameplay video series I've been meaning to do for some time. Now, if you like game hunt videos, gameplay videos, news and views, all that kind of stuff, please take the time to consider subscribing to the channel. Give the video a like, give it a share, smash that bell notification. It all helps my content get seen by a much wider audience, and believe me, it's hugely appreciated. Anyway, let's get into it, and today we're going to be checking out Retro Realms' recent retro release, and this time around they're using two of the Horror Giants IPs, and they've made a couple of retro style 16-bit inspired platform games using Halloween, yes, Michael Myers, and also The Evil Dead, where you control Ash. Now in this case it's Ash versus the Evil Dead. Now we'll get into this somewhere along in the walkthrough, but the Evil Dead rights are absolutely crazy. Who's got what, who owns what. So I'm guessing that's why Ash vs Evil Dead was chosen for this game, rather than just your standard Evil Dead. Probably a lot easier to license and get the rights to than any of the other Evil Dead stuff. So we're going to use Ash Williams today. We're going to play Ash versus Evil Dead. It doesn't feel right on the playthrough using any of the other characters other than the legend himself. Now, I've never actually played much of this one. I tried the first level and I'm pretty much going to be going in blind. I've played through the Halloween game and I might actually do a walkthrough of that as well at some point. I really did enjoy it, and I know this game is going to be in a very similar vein. Now, to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised that it's taken me this long to play this game. Maybe it's because I dived straight in to the Halloween one, and I know the games are quite similar, so I didn't want to suffer from burnout from a very similar kind of game. Halloween, Michael Myers, one of my horror icons, and Ash Williams, probably my favourite movie, shall we say B-movie character of all time. I love Ash Williams. I've loved his whole journey through Evil Dead 1, where he was a typical nerd, and then halfway through Evil Dead 2, he becomes a complete and utter badass. And then obviously, the whole full transformation by the time we get to Army of Darkness is complete. So that's the Ash Williams we get in Ash vs Evil Dead, because that's where he stays. The wisecracking, cowardly, but still a badass when he wants to be character. So yeah, I'm quite surprised I didn't get into this one earlier, because on the whole grand scheme of things, I probably do like Ash more than I do the whole Halloween franchise. There's been a lot of bad Halloween stuff over the years. In particular, that Halloween Ends. I will never forgive that director for that ridiculous excuse of a movie. Anyway, let's get groovy and get into the first level of Ash vs Evil Dead on a Nintendo Switch. Now, if you haven't seen this or the Halloween game before, for me, the first thing that is really, really striking about these two particular games is the sprite artwork. It's brilliant. I absolutely love it. It's a real throwback to the 16-bit era, but it's definitely got that touch of the modern retros about it, where the quality is obviously that much better. So obviously level 1.1, kind of a tune-up, teaches you what to do, and that I probably need a bit of a refresher if I'm totally honest, because I haven't played the Halloween one for a while. The games do play very similar. It's just obviously Ashley will be He controls are slightly different, just due to the fact that he's got more of a projectile-based weapon when he charges, whereas Michael Myers has got a charge attack, but is primarily using his kitchen knife. And as I said, I love the graphics, the sprite work in this game, and I love what you see in the background. There's a lot of work, a lot of love that's gone into this game. If you look in the background, some of the things you see at times with the zombies and the little Easter eggs. I mean, look at that guy up there on top of that phone line pole just hanging off, you know. There's so much good stuff in this game that at times it can be slightly distracting when you're looking at it and thinking, wow, look at this, when really you should be hacking and slashing away. So these flying eyeballs, they're kind of like the equivalent of those really annoying Medusa heads that you find in Castlevania, with no rhyme or reason as to how they function, and you just gotta hope for the best. Now, admittedly, these ones are not too bad. This game isn't a one-hit kill game like Castlevania can be when it bounces you down various caverns. You don't get that on this one. You just get hit and you lose your energy, which I'm very thankful for. Now you'll see one of the things that you get to pick up in this game are those pink flamingo drinks. Ash's favourite cocktail. My Ninja Gaiden skills are quite failing me there, as you can see. Definitely need to work on that. Now you will see lots of items that appear at first glance to be unobtainable. You've got the same skill set in this one that you have in the Halloween game, whereas at a push of a button it takes you to another realm. Normally when you go to the other realm it makes the items accessible, but a lot of the time that does come with a considerable risk. If you're a completionist, yeah, you're gonna have some headaches on both of these games getting every item. So as you can see here, this is the kind of scenario that I was talking about. You'll find these kind of scenarios scattered throughout both games, and I would imagine each and every level. I found throughout the Halloween game, you didn't have to use it too often, but there were parts that were essential where you had to use it or you simply couldn't progress. Right, on to level 1.2. Now, if this game is the same as the Halloween game, like I said, I've only played it up until this point when initially trying it out. If it's the same, then it'll be formatted in the way that a boss fight will feature at the end of the second level. So each level consists of 2 stages where you'll fight the boss at the end. Now, I think I know who the first boss is from this level, just due to watching trailers and stuff like that. But I don't really know about the boss stages throughout the remainder of the game. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what other kind of bosses and characters from the franchise turn up in this game. Now, just playing this has got me thinking about another few crossovers that we got rumoured for years. Ash Williams versus Freddy Krueger versus Jason. I know there was a comic book of that at one stage. And also because of that, there was multiple rumours of the movie, but they could never quite figure it out. And I think we as fans definitely lost out there. I think they would have been a lot of fun. I'm one of the few people that doesn't think the Freddy vs. Jason movie is that bad. I know it didn't get a great response, but I think in hindsight, looking back at it, considering a lot of the politics that must have been involved to get this film made and to not make each film company's IP look bad, I think they've done a pretty good job in making both of the characters look strong. And like I say, it's a real shame we never got to see Ash and Bruce Campbell in particular get involved in that kind of world in some way, shape or form. Now, one of the criticisms that I saw aimed at this series of games when it came out is that they were too short. For the price point that it originally came out at, and probably what I paid for it, I got it on day one. I would probably have to agree with that, but it was always going to be a game I was purchasing. So, not many complaints from me on that front. I'm at a stage of life where I like short games. I haven't got time to put in 100 plus hours. These sort of games tick over quite nicely for someone in my position. Right, okay. Here you go. This is the level 1 boss. And if you have watched the TV series Ash vs. Evil Dead, then you'll be quite familiar with this character. Not one from the movies, one from the TV show. I wonder if that's going to follow the same format throughout the remainder of the game. I'm quite hopeful that we get, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, it will come to me, but we get the mum that was down in the basement at some stage. That was terrifying for me as a youngster. Anyway, let's try and finish this first stage boss. Right, let's consider that a bit of a warm-up. Not the most difficult pattern to work out, but there you go. I died nevertheless. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how bad I was on that go. But trust me, I staked my reputation on it. I'll get her this time. What on earth is going on here? Well, that's quite a unique take on a boss fight. Right, level 1 done. Let's get into the second video and see what level 2 is all about. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the first part of my Ash vs Evil Dead playthrough. We're going through this one blind. I've never played through it before, so there might be some mistakes and some ups, some downs, some highs and some lows as we go through it. I hope you stick with me, enjoy the ride, and if you do like my content, please take the time to consider subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated. Give us a like, give us a share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you on part 2. Take care for now.